Trump is considering joining Israel in strikes on Iranian nuclear sites, including Fordow. However, there's not complete agreement among Trump's closest advisors. CBS News: Iran has prepared missiles and other military equipment to strike U.S. bases if the U.S. joins a military operation against Iran, night. Officials: if there is a strike, Iran may start setting mines in Strait of Hormuz, Al Jazeera. Any hint of a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz will cause oil prices to rise sharply and very significantly to triple digits, Energy Intel. Israel and Iran continue to exchange strikes. Still no official statement after USSC meeting on Iran. Wall Street Journal writes that the closed-door meeting ended without a decision on striking Iran. US could decide on military action against Iran within 24 to 48 hours, ABC News Channel. US postpones sanctions against Russia until at least July due to an overloaded international and domestic agenda. Also, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham is working on an updated version of the bill that would allow exceptions for Ukraine's allies that continue to trade with Russia. Finalizing the sanctions will take time. Earlier it was reported that the Trump administration is asking Graham to soften the draft on sanctions against Russia. Trump has given Iran an ultimatum to abandon its missile and nuclear programs and capitulate within 24 hours, Reuters. Iran's Supreme Leader Khamenei should know that Iran will not surrender and any strike will have serious irreparable consequences, Tasnim. Insurers have raised prices by 60% for ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz, feet. No negotiations with the Iranian regime and our operation will continue until our goals are achieved, Israeli Foreign Minister. Meta to launch smart glasses with Oakley and Prodder, expand partnership with Luxottica. Iran's stock exchange suspended due to war fighting, Tansim. Uranium prices max since the beginning of this year. Airbus targets higher dividend, confirms 2025 outlook. Airbus is doing significantly better than Boeing this year. Japan's exports fall for first time in 8 months due to duty hikes, Wall Street Journal. Britain, consumer inflation CPI May. Eurozone, CPI consumer inflation May. US, housing starts May -9.8%. US, initial jobless claims 245K. Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel have finalized a $14.9 billion deal. Nippon Steel plans to invest about $11 billion in U.S. steel. Arabica coffee prices fell to a 3-month low. OpenAI starts selling ChatGPT at a discount, The Information. India's Commerce Minister. India is currently negotiating 9 trade agreements, including with the EU. Long gold remains the most popular trade among global managers for the 3rd month in a row, June Beaufort survey. Ionovia starts buying hype token for Balance Ion plus 135%. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent said that the market for stablecoins could reach $3.7 trillion by the end of the decade. With the successful passage of the Genius Act, private sector demand for U.S. government bonds is expected to increase significantly, helping to reduce the government's borrowing costs, curb the growth of national debt, and facilitate global consumer access to the dollar-based digital asset ecosystem. The governor of the Central Bank of China said that blockchain has promoted the rapid development of stable coins, achieved the transformation of the traditional payment system in the field of payment and settlement, significantly shortened the transaction chain in international payments, and has also become a major challenge to financial supervision. Technologies such as smart contracts and decentralized finance will also continue to promote the evolution and development of the international payment system. JP Morgan executives met with the SEX cryptocurrency working group to discuss which capital markets instruments could be moved to blockchain. Spanish bank Barver advises wealthy clients to invest up to 7% of their portfolio in cryptocurrencies. Whales continue to actively buy Glassnode data. China's largest retailer JD.com plans to apply for a global license for stablecoins. When used, the company will reduce cross-border payment costs by 90% and cut settlement time to less than 10 seconds. China's central bank Governor Gongxing announced that the Bank of China plans to establish an international operations center for the digital yuan ECNY in Shanghai to expand the global influence of the Chinese yuan. It was previously reported that China wants to accelerate the internationalization of the yuan amid rising global trade tension. Crypto projects with strongest network growth in a week, Sentiment data. 3 of the world's largest makers of crypto mining machines, Bitmain, Canaan and Microbit, have all opened production facilities in the US to circumvent new duties imposed by the Trump administration. All 3 companies are from China and together account for more than 90% of global market share, Reuters. CIO Bitwise, the world is increasingly aware of the madness of fiat money and is turning to BTC as digital insurance against the depreciation of fiat money. French blockchain group bought another 182 BTC for its balance sheet. First spot XRP ETF launched on Toronto Stock Exchange. Dropstab, top launchpads by revenue over the past month. Pump Fun on Solana. Sol remains the undisputed champion. The U.S. Department of Justice and Europol, together with law enforcement agencies from several countries, shut down Archetype Market, the world's largest darknet drug trading platform. The platform exclusively used Monero XMR for transactions, with total sales estimated at €250 million. Spanish coffee shop chain Vanity Coffee bought 20 BTC for its balance sheet. Japanese fashion brand Anap has started buying BTC for the balance sheet. Medical company Prenetics started buying BTC on balance sheet. Binance share on the spot rose to 41.14% in June 2025, max over last year. The block. After the Senate passed the Genius Act stablecoin bill, CRCL new at plus 16%. Crypto David Sachs, Genius's stablecoin act will provide a boost to US dollar demand.